Summarizing and Confirming Information, a professional development webinar on active listening. Dr. Sophia Chen is presenting on techniques for summarizing and confirming information.
Welcome, everyone, to our session on summarizing and confirming information. As we've discussed, active listening isn't just about hearing what someone says, it's about actively processing their message to ensure you've understood it correctly. Summarizing and confirming are two powerful techniques for achieving this understanding and building rapport with the speaker. Summarizing involves restating the main points of a message concisely. It's a way of saying, "Here's what I heard you say. Did I get it right?" Confirming goes a step further by explicitly seeking the speaker's validation that your summary is accurate. It's a way of saying, "I want to make sure I'm on the same page as you. Can you confirm that I've understood your message correctly?" These techniques are particularly valuable in technical and international contexts where language differences, complex information, and cultural communication styles can create barriers to understanding. Let's explore why summarizing and confirming are so effective and how to implement them skillfully. First, summarizing enhances comprehension. By restating the speaker's message in your own words, you force yourself to process the information actively. This helps solidify the concepts in your memory and identify any areas where you're unsure. Summarizing also provides an opportunity for the speaker to correct any misunderstandings. If your summary isn't accurate, the speaker can clarify their message, ensuring that you're both on the same page. Second, summarizing builds rapport. It demonstrates that you're actively engaged with the speaker and that you value their message. This can create a stronger connection and foster more open communication. When you summarize effectively, you're signaling to the speaker, "I'm listening to you, I'm trying to understand you, and I value what you're saying." This can be particularly important in cross-cultural interactions, where building trust and rapport may require extra effort. Third, summarizing drives action. By clearly restating decisions, action items, and responsibilities, you ensure that everyone leaves the conversation with a shared understanding of what needs to happen next. This reduces ambiguity and increases the likelihood of follow-through. If we don't summarize and confirm key outcomes, we would risk different people walking away with different interpretations of what was decided. Now, let's discuss specific techniques for summarizing and confirming information effectively. Start by listening actively. Before you can summarize anything, you need to pay close attention to the speaker's message. Use the active listening techniques we discussed in previous sessions. Focus your attention, use non-verbal verbal cues, ask clarifying questions, and resist the urge to interrupt. Identify the key points. What are the most important ideas, arguments, or recommendations the speaker is trying to convey? Pay attention to emphasis, repetition, and transitions that signal key information. Use your own words. Don't simply repeat the speaker's exact phrasing. Instead, translate their message into your own language. This demonstrates that you've processed the information and understood it at a deeper level. Be concise. Summaries should be brief and to the point, focusing on the essence of the message without unnecessary detail. Aim for quality over quantity. Structure your summary logically. Present the key points in a clear, organized sequence that reflects the speaker's message. Check for accuracy. After presenting your summary, explicitly ask the speaker to confirm that you've understood correctly. Use phrases like, "Is that an accurate summary of your key points? Have I captured the main ideas correctly? Does that align with your understanding of what we've decided?" Be open to correction. If the speaker indicates that your summary is inaccurate or incomplete, listen carefully to their feedback and revise your summary accordingly. Adapt to different communication styles. Be aware that some cultures may be more direct in their feedback than others. Pay attention to nonverbal cues that might signal disagreement or uncertainty. When summarizing technical information, it's particularly important to use clear, accessible language. Avoid jargon or technical terms that the audience may not understand. If you must use technical terms, define them clearly and provide with international colleagues, be mindful of language differences and cultural communication styles. Speak slowly and clearly, avoid idioms or slang, and be patient when others are formulating their thoughts. Let me give you a few examples of effective summarizing and confirming in different contexts. Discussing a quality improvement proposal.
So, to improve our process, I'm proposing that we implement automated testing for all components, revise our training materials to emphasize the new procedures, and establish weekly review meetings to monitor performance.
So if I understand correctly, you're proposing 3 key actions: implementing automated testing, revising training materials, and establishing weekly reviews. Does that capture the main points?
Explaining a complex technical concept.
The principle of statistical process control involves monitoring process variation over time to identify and address assignable causes. We use control charts to track key metrics and distinguish between random variation and signals that indicate a problem.
So, in essence, statistical process control is about tracking how much our processes vary over time, so that we can identify and fix the root causes of any issues. Is that a fair summary for the purposes of this discussion?
Communicating with an international colleague.
We need to complete this project by the end of next month, which is very important for our relationship with the client. We also have some resource constraints due to other priorities.
So the key priorities are to complete the project by the end of next month to maintain our client relationship, while also managing resource limitations. Have I understood the most important aspects of this?
These examples illustrate how summarizing and confirming can be used to enhance comprehension, build rapport, and drive action in a variety of professional contexts. Remember that effective summarizing and confirming aren't about simply repeating what the speaker has said. It's about actively engaging with their message, processing the information thoughtfully, and verifying that you've understood it correctly. By mastering these techniques, you can become a more effective listener, a stronger communicator, and a more valuable contributor to any team or organization. What specific strategy will you commit to using to improve your summarizing and confirming skills in your next meeting?